Hello friends, today is Wednesday, June 3rd. I come to you with a heavy heart today. A heavy heart like probably your heart. Heavy because of the pain that seems unbearable, the sins that seem so obvious and blatant in our society, lived out right before our faces in video images that we won't be able to forget. The sins of racism, the sins of injustice, the sins of lack of concern for those who are being inflicted and harmed in so many ways with the sins that our society doesn't seem to know what to do with. And so I come to you today and I ask you to join me in praying that God would reveal to this country what we need to see, what we need to understand, that God would bring peace, but we understand that that peace doesn't come easily. That peace comes only as we go to God and we ask Him to help us to understand, to know how to listen, how to love. I think a lot of us are asking the Lord in new ways, Lord, how do I really listen to get a better understanding of what's going on and why so much of this is happening around us today? So often we feel like we need to say something, so often we feel like we need to respond. I think many of us would agree that what's needed first is just that God would give us the grace to be still and to listen. Yes, to listen to God and to go to Him in prayer, but listen also to people of color, and particularly the African American community in our country. How we as a culture, how we even as a church have failed them. And we need to go to God and ask Him. And so this coming Sunday, we are going to have a day of prayer and fasting for the APC community. Would ask that you would consider joining us for this day of prayer and fasting. I will be preaching on the subject of prayer, crying out to God, bringing our helplessness to Christ in prayer. I will also be preaching for the book of Habakkuk, the first 4 verses of this Old Testament book. I'd like to just read these verses now and ask you to begin thinking and praying, even perhaps studying this book. You can see how relevant Habakkuk's cry was with ours today. O Lord, how long shall I cry for help, and you will not hear? Or cry to you violence, and you will not save? Why do you make me see iniquity, and why do you idly look at wrong? Destruction and violence are before me. Strife and contention arise. So the law is paralyzed, and justice never goes forth. For the wicked surround the righteous, so justice goes forth perverted. These are very sobering words by Habakkuk. And again, I think many of us can relate to these words at some level today. I hope you can join me Sunday morning as we take a deeper look at Habakkuk's complaint and how God calls us to pray to Him for deliverance, changing hearts, changing our own hearts, as well as the hearts of many others in this country, toward the end that God will bring about justice, that God will bring about mercy, that God will give us the grace to listen, to learn, and to love at such a time as this. God bless you.